Scofield Reservoir is about 68 miles as a crow flies from the Salt Lake Valley. Today is Saturday, and it's a lot busier than it has been all week long. You can tell that by the traffic noise. Lots of boats out on the water. People just, it's a family place. You know, lots of kids running around. I'm sure they'll have a fun time tonight. And the fact is that that's not what you're after. Well, don't go. But on the other hand, it's nice watching the kids. And it is definitely not your upscale resort type of a place. You know, we've been spending a lot of time around the country, and this reminds me a lot of Northern Illinois, way northern, and the upper Michigan area. Of course, the difference being that we have plenty of sagebrush here rather than trees, but it's a laid-back, not ritzy place at all. If you are looking for some place to go eat, well, it's not going to happen here. You better bring your own food. There literally isn't any place around here that's very close. Scofield's got one store, sort of a Jiffy Mart, and you could buy some gas there, I suppose. But other than that, it's pretty much bring your own, which we're okay with. And we like this place, quite frankly, because it has that vibe. And we've been here for, I think this is our 4th or 5th time. We've had grandchildren with us, and it's worthwhile to get here. But like I said, it's off the beaten path. You know, when you look at the maps, you're going, oh, well, we really have got not to go there because I've got to go there and then go a long way to get back to wherever I wanted to go. It's sort of okay if you're going to be going from Moab up towards Salt Lake. You can kind of get here from that way off of Route 6 to 96. Other than that, you know, it's more of a place where you plan on spending a couple of days and then heading back to wherever the heck you wanted to go. Moving from south towards the north, you can see that it's not a very wide place. It's long, fairly narrow. Spots are pretty good sized. You're not crammed in, so you've got a little privacy. Not a lot, but some. It's a very compact, nice, intimate place to have your family, right? It's definitely a family place. And as you go towards further north, you'll get up to the end of the lake. And if you curve around, you'll be going towards the boat ramp. There's 2 of them, one here and one on the other side of the lake. It's a chill place. That's one of the reasons why we really, really like it. Our site is 23, 25, 26. Some really nice pull-throughs. Checkout time is 2 o'clock. Check-in time is 3. They're pretty loose about that here. Now, they are pull-through sites, but they are not level in any way, shape, or form. You can get up into the apex here and start working it, but you know, be careful what you wish for. You want a pull-through site? Yeah. Some are better than others. We have electricity and water. Water's pressure is pretty good. You know, this one's pretty level, but then again, you don't have water access. Same thing here. So if you want a level site, fun. So this is pretty much the southeast quadrant, maybe section. Washroom, fish cleaning station. Nothing particularly spectacular. Number 5. Number 3. Yeah, they have relatively new dry camping. Well, they do have utilities here, but nothing to get excited about. So it's a great place to bring your boat. The water level of this lake is serviced by spring runoff, and we had a lot of snow in Utah last winter. So this is as full as I've ever seen the lake. So, you know, boat launching ramp. A lot of staging area here. Really not that many people put in down here. We got here the week before 4th of July, or weekend, Sunday, and yeah, we have a pretty good view of what's going on, and can see hardly anybody over here. So Madsen Bay is the northernmost campground, and so if you put into your GPS Scofield State Park, it's pretty much going to want to take you to this next campground, which is a little bit further down the road. Driving south on Utah 96, you'll run the whole length of the lake, which is a very pretty drive. This is a little bit of it. and it'll take you down toward the Mountain View campground, which is quite a different campground. It's from what Madsen Bay is. It's much more elevated and a little bit more restricted on how to be able to get there from your site to the water. So Mountain View is right across the bay here from where I'm standing, and we've never actually stayed there because we like to do our kayaking, and the beach, well, it's not a beach, but the bank itself is much more easily accessed at Madsen Bay. I just took a quick tour through Mountain View. I really don't like photographing people in their campsites. It's just, to me, it seems it's rude. But the primary difference between these two is that this is much higher. You do have a better view. You might get a nicer breeze, but other than that, it's not going to be as nearly as inviting in our estimation as Madsen Bay, which is why we spent all of our time at Madsen Bay. We've been here since Sunday, and this is now the following Saturday. And it's an interesting spot in that every day the wind comes up around 2 o'clock out of the south and builds in intensity. Makes it pretty nice, keeps the bugs away. Yesterday was a pretty warm up in the hinterlands, about 80 degrees. And oddly enough, the wind didn't come in quite as much. So there must have been more of a flattening of the temperature gradient. But anyway, I'm going to try to get more of these parks in Utah, primarily because we're living in Utah. We live in Utah, and the water level is up. You know, we've had a lot of snow. All of the reservoirs are full, and it makes them a lot nicer to be at. The previous 3 years, they've been mostly empty. So going to any one of these campgrounds, you might not find water. See you later, though. I'm going to get some drone shots now. So Mountain View is definitely much higher away from the water than Madsen Bay. The views are great, but you know, your ability to get to the water is going to go down the ramp and into the launching area. So all the sites themselves are quite high. I mean, they're beautiful, but if you want to have the water access, you need to be in Madsen Bay for convenience sake. I think more people come here to launch their big boats. It's a beautiful morning, by the way. It's about 9:30. The activity is starting to pick up. It's worth coming to. So, midday Saturday, you can see that the launch ramp parking lot is pretty full. But if you look out on the lake, plenty of room. great lake for water skiing. Nobody's wakeboarding, so you'll go ahead and water ski out here. It's flat, just beautiful. Spaces 21, 23, and 25 are really the picks to click here. We've been in 23 here for several years in a row, and we just love it. 21 is over that way, and 25 is right behind me over here. You can see that they both have all three of them. They've got great access to the lake. You can just walk right down to the lake, and before you know it, your kayaks are in the water and you're just having a good old time. We've gone to Lifetime kayaks. We used to have blow-up ones, but it's so much easier to get them on and off the car. It takes no time at all. And they're real stable, well, relatively anyway. You can tip them over if you try hard. Anyway, this is a great place to come, and we hope you at least put it on your list of things of maybe to do if you're going into Utah. Anyhow, thanks a lot for checking us out, and we'll see you on down the road. Shadow, go. Go on, Shadow. Go get her.